I'm just going to, you're not going to see all of this because, of course, you only see that of your team. But I'll just use, I'll create an example. Let me look for my go-to. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I'm sure all of you have been added to Balsamic, right? Is that correct? Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Great, great, great. All right. So you won't see all of this in yours. Of course, you guys are just starting. This is people's projects, but I always like to use it for sampling. So when you want to start a new wireframe, you click on this plus sign, right? The plus sign here. You click on the plus sign, and then you have a blank screen, completely blank screen. Yeah. So what do you do? Up here, you can see that we have a lot of control. This is our control panel. We have a lot of set UI control. We have icons, we have images, we have templates, we have all of these that we can play around with. So what are we trying to do now? We are working on a website, right? We are working on a website which is MentorSkid. However, for our practical tonight, you guys are going to be driving it. Is that okay? Is that okay with everyone?
Yes.
Okay, you guys are going to be driving it. So you give me a project. We'll be working with your project. Excuse me. Too much shouting because of much. I kind of lost my voice. Uh so we are going to be you are going to be giving me a project. I'll work with your project. We'll design what it's supposed to look like together tonight. All right. So the first thing you want to do, you see this that says browser window. We drag it and drop it to the middle of our screen. Now, as soon as you drop it, it opens up this to you, and then you can retitle. So what's the title of our project? Not MentorSkid. No, not MentorSkid. You guys are going to be giving me a project, not MentorSkid, not the project you are working on.
How do you mean project?
Super Eagles Fan Club.
Oh, okay.
What's wrong with you now?
That was a good one.
Does everybody agree?
Yes.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
Why you beat Bafana?
No, let's not do that. Let's not do that in here.
That's just bullying.
Okay, so supereaglesfanclub.com, www.supereaglesfanclub.com. So we've retitled our because when for instance, if you go to a website, you see the URL like it's showing this way at the top of the website. Remember, this is giving us a similitude. This is not the real website. It's just sketching out what it will look like based on the requirement that the stakeholder has given to us. And also we want to make it visual. We want to make it visual as possible. So that if we are speaking, for instance, if we are speaking to non-technical stakeholders, they can understand. There are some stakeholders that deal very well with pictures, so they can really understand, oh, okay, this is what this is going to look like, and they can easily make adjustments to the requirements or whatever it is that we've put together. Also, the prototyping technique is a very good one for sign-offs. is very good because you can show them this and they can say, oh yeah, I'm happy with this. And then you ask them, you send it to them via email, and then they can say, at least have a written sign up so that you can easily go back to that email and if anything happens in future and say, oh, you signed this off. Then if you want to change it, then you have to put in a change request, or depending on what your company does or what your organization does, or how they treat change. Okay, so now we have this. This is the only thing that we have. Now we have to make it look better, because what's the first thing you notice? Okay, you guys have written your you guys have done your sprint planning yesterday, right? So what's your first expectation on a website based on the requirement that was given to you? What's the first expectation?
To view a homepage, the homepage. Once you
Landing
open
page. Okay, landing page, good, but like when you get to the website, what's the first thing? For instance, what do you need for your website to function? What are some of the things that you need? Yes, we have homepage. Yes, that
I
one
think
is
the menu, the header menu, header, footer,
Header design.
that time.
the header. We need header. Now we need header. Yes,
Header
that's
design.
correct. Yeah. So we need to design our header, right? So first thing first, you click, you can go to search, because you want, if you go to a website, you see that there is a line dividing between your header and the home page. So we want to create that. So you click on H row, right? H row, and it gives you this line, and then you drag it. It's basically drag and drop, and then drag it along to that side. Okay, another thing I want to let you guys know is that it's important for you to lock this browser page so that it doesn't move around. So, for instance, you see what it's doing here? Because you are working as a team, right? See? Now it's distorting everything that you are doing because it's moving around. But if we lock the browser page, which I will show you now, click on it, right click, and you see lock browser window, or you can use control +2. You can see that it now has this lock sign. So see it, no matter what I do, it's not moving from that space. It's not going to move at all. Do you see? I don't know why this is happening. Okay, but anyway, so let's take our divider back. What's going on? Apologies for that. I just wanted that yellow stuff to go away so I can move my cursor around. This is what we are using. Yeah, this is what I needed. Okay. Yeah. Now we are good. Can everyone see my screen okay though?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
Yes.
So, all right. Yeah, thank you. So, what's the next thing we need on now we have agreed that we want our header menu. So, what's the first thing we need to have in place in our header?
Our logo, our logo.
Okay, great. You guys are really on fire. So, this you don't, because like I said, we don't necessarily put a lot of images on, is a sketch. So you don't necessarily have to start creating logo. This image actually represents a logo. And when you are working with a developer, when you put this, your developer understands that it means oh, there's going to be a logo on this website. Okay. Let me just because sort of a perfectionist. All right. Okay, I think we're good. So now we have our logo, right? Now, what are the other menus we want to have? You don't necessarily have to write logo inside this. Any developer that sees this knows that it's a logo, it represents a logo. So you don't necessarily have to start writing logo on it. It's fine, you can leave it like this. So what's the next thing we need?
Header menu.
Yeah, we are
Menu,
creating our
navigation
header
menu.
menu. What menu do we like? What's the first menu we should have? Like
Home.
what menu do you guys
Login.
want?
Home.
Login,
Okay, you want
sign up,
login, you want
about
login, you want sign up. Okay.
Support us.
Okay, so I'm going to show you 3 ways on how to create menus. If you want to, then you can choose which one you want. However, okay, let me just show you what I want to first. And where's text? So this is text, and we can bring in some text. Okay, so once you click inside this, you are able to edit. So you guys said logo, I'm sorry, login. Which other one?
Home.
sign up,
Sign in. Sign up.
sign up, about
Sign up.
us.
Sign up. Sign up. Okay. Let's start with this first, right? Let's start with this, and then we'll do the other menus. And I'm going to explain the rationale for why I am moving them around. I will explain the rationale behind it, because there's a reason that I arranged them this way and why they are arranged that way as well. Okay, so you can actually create your menus like this. It's up to you. You can either use a text or use a button or use a link, because there are some websites you go to that all the menus are created as hyperlinks, and some of them are created with buttons, while some of them are created as text. Now I'm going to ask you guys, which is your preference? Which is
Button.
your preference?
The
Which one do you
button.
guys prefer?
Button.
The button.
Prefer the button.
Button. Is that a unanimous vote?
Link.
Yes.
I think maybe that's
Yes.
because when we were working with it, we used it, so maybe that's why.
I didn't get that though.
I mean, while we were working on this, some work like that, some wireframes like that, we used the button, the button. So maybe that's why some of us prefer it.
Ah,
Can you hear
has
me?
everybody worked on wireframe already?
Some of us have.
Some of
Some
us
of
have.
you that are daring.
Some of us haven't.
Vi, don't worry.
There's some of you that are, please don't intimidate my students. Thank you very
We are your
much.
No, not
students
at
now.
Please,
all.
so
No.
I
yes, so
appreciate. Please don't intimidate them. Thank you. Okay, yeah, but that's a good attempt, to be honest. Like when you decide to try things, it's a daring move, but don't intimidate anybody, and nobody should feel intimidated, to be honest. Everybody is on a different journey. So everybody has agreed that we are using home. Sorry, we are using button. All right. So I'm just going to duplicate this. So you can either Control D, because I like shortcut a lot. or you can right click on it and say duplicate. You can copy. I don't think they didn't put duplicate here. So you can copy it and paste it somewhere. Control V. But yeah, Control D is very easy. Just click on Control D. Those that are using MacBook, you can use Command D. It should work. I'm going to edit all of this. I just want to ensure that because I like to save a lot of time, I just like to create a lot of this, enough for what I need, if that makes sense. So as you play around with this, you get used to it and you know what you want to do or how you want to make your wireframe look good. I mean, I've learned a lot from other people, some interns that discover a lot of things while playing around. So you guys might teach me something as well, maybe before the internship is over. All right. So we said home, about us. We wanted, which other one do we want? I know we want login, we want sign up. Which other one do we want?
Get started.
Contact us.
Contact us. Okay, going to move that forward
Fan
as
chat room.
well. Contact us. Huh? What did you say?
Fan chat room.
Fan chat room.
Yes.
Okay.
I think that should
Don't you
have
think
the
that
header
that's more
or
befitting for the footer?
Yeah. I think
Okay, okay.
we have get
Yeah,
started.
I'm just asking. What do you think? What do you reckon?
Because why I said fan chat room is that since it's super Eagles fans,
Yeah.
I believe that there should be like maybe a Twitter space. Just use
Yeah,
Twitter as an example.
definitely. But I'm saying that don't you think is more rather than the header, don't you think is more befitting for the footer to have that functionality on the footer rather than on the header?
Okay, yeah, that's good. That's good. It's good to see that way too.
Okay. All right. So yeah, the reason I've arranged this like this, and I'm going to explain why some menus should be on the header and why some should be on the footer. So the reason why, okay, so each of your menu is a navigation tool for your website. What it does is it helps your users navigate through the website. So what do you want to do? You want to ensure that you have the most important menus on your header that will help them easily navigate, right, through your website. So the first thing anybody is coming to your website to do is to check your home page. So you want that to be like the first thing they want to see. Of course, if they're looking from behind, they'll sign up. But most people look from left to right. Do you understand? So it's good for you to arrange your menus that way so that their interaction with your website is easy for them, because at the end of the day it's about your users, it's about how well do they communicate with your website. Do you understand? How easy is it for them to navigate through your website? So while you are creating your prototype, or while you are writing your user stories, you're also taking into cognizance user experience. What is the user experience of this website going to be like, right? How easy can users connect on this particular website? How easy is it for them to make use of navigate through the website? Do you understand what I mean? So the fan chat room is great, but it's not the first thing you want people to see um on your navigation menu, like which is your header. Of course, your header and your footer are both navigation tools for your website, right? But that's not the first thing that you will jump at the user. So you want the most important menu. So you want about us, you want them to read about you as a website, you want them to be able to contact you as a website, you want them to be able to log in. And as much as possible, don't let your header be too crowded, because at the same time, aside the user experience, you also want to ensure that the aesthetics of the website is pleasing to the eye, because people feed with their eye, whether we like it or not. So if you go to a website and the aesthetic of that website is really beautiful, you really want to go back again. It has the nice colors, the colors are not too all over the place, the navigation is great. So that's why now we have UI UX guys. What is their job? To ensure that the aesthetics of the website is pleasing, it's pleasing to the eye, and as well, the user experience is great for every user that will make use of that website. Does that make sense? Do you guys understand, or I have confused you?
We understand. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. 1 minute. So let's continue. Now let's duplicate this one, this line that I've drawn before, and bring it and create our footer, right? So this is our footer. So for the footer, most footers are always done in hyperlinks, because I don't know, to be honest, I don't really know why, but I suspect is for easy navigation. Whether you use button or you use hyperlinks, and it depends on the requirement that's been given to you by your stakeholders. So some stakeholders will say they want hyperlinks on their footer. Do you understand? So it would be nice if you design it that way, if you create your wireframe that way. But let's assume that you guys don't want hyperlinks on your footer, and we should create our footer the same way we created the header. Or you guys are not talking. What do you want? What's your preference? Don't let me.
Yeah,
Don't let
hyperlink.
me. Huh?
We can go with an hyperlink.
We should do the
Sorry
hyperlink.
for the-
Oh,
Yeah, I feel we should do the hyperlink so that we
Okay.
can see another view.
I have
Exactly.
idea of how they do it. And then again, I wanted to ask, is it allowed to create it in the same page just like you're doing now? Because like when we tried something, we did in 2 different pages.
So I'm going to explain. That's why I think you guys were the one that presented. You guys were the one that presented wireframe that just has logo, right?
Yeah, but we've greatly improved in that. In fact, what we did, the BM mentor and PO have actually seen it this evening and approved it. So we've committed it to a sprint.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to explain. Yes, like, so when you go to a website, right, and you go to the home page, what do you see? What do you see? Let's start from there so that you guys can understand what I'm doing. Anybody? When you go
see
to
a
a
landing
website,
page.
We see
yeah, you see a landing page, right? So do
Yes.
you see header and footer on the landing page?
Yes.
Okay. Do you see the home page banner on the landing page as well?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So one mistake that a lot of people do is that, like, a lot of BAs that are just coming up, is that when you are creating user story for header and footer, you think it's supposed to be different. So an header story, we have like header design story, we have the complete look of the website. So if you have the header, footer, and homepage banner, same with homepage banner design, same with footer, and all your pages. So if you are creating wireframe for About Us, it will also still have the header and the footer. The header and the footer remain constant. The only thing that will change will be what will be here in the middle. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yes, it does. But how
Yeah.
did you get this bots that you're using now that have 2 sides?
How did I get what?
I didn't see how you came about this bots, to be honest. I just
This box?
I think she's
I don't know. Is she talking about the browser window?
One, she created the line. She drew the line under.
That line.
Oh, this one.
Oh, yeah,
You
yeah,
see
yeah.
this line
Yes,
she's referring to?
Yes.
This line?
Yes.
Okay, so you go to
Yes.
quick add and type. Did you come late?
Yeah,
Confess.
we were in another meeting, so I came in a
Okay.
little late.
So you click on, you say H row, you type H row, and then it comes. And then you drag it to where you want it to be.
Where you want it.
So for the footer, I just duplicated it. That was all. I just press Ctrl D to duplicate and drag it to the footer. So I didn't create it again.
Okay, thank you.
Does that make sense?
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Please, when it comes to size, how do we go about it? Or we just use any size?
Yeah, I mean, it's really freestyle, but like I will say, use your discretion on how well it will look with presenting it. Do you get? Because it's just a sketch, it's not the real website. So let it have a semblance of how a web page will look as much as possible, but it is not the end result. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so I also wanted to bring this in because, yeah, let's make our website as realistic as possible, shall we? So this is a V scroll. So for you to get this, just type V. If you type V, you will see it is the V scroll bar, vertical scroll bar. And this is the horizontal scroll bar, horizontal line, horizontal row is just the divider. So let's see, let's see. Let's make our website real. Right? Stops here. So it looks like it can scroll, but it cannot. All right, so let's continue with our footer and I'm just pressing Ctrl D on that's why it's duplicating. So just in case. So what do we want on our footer? What do we want on our footer?
Privacy
Privacy
policy.
policy.
Privacy policy.
Terms and conditions.
You guys are really auto. Sure, people will not graduate like this. Eh? People, nobody's answering me. Terms and condition.
Feedback.
Feedback, yeah.
I think careers, because I think most companies.
What did you say?
Is it possible to have careers on that?
Possible to have what? I didn't get that.
Careers?
I honestly.
Careers, she said, like someone changing career or something.
Yeah, that.
Be honest, I didn't get. Please, somebody explain to me.
CAREERS, careers.
Careers. Okay, but this is a website for Super Eagle
Super Eagles,
fan
Super Eagles.
base. So it's a football kind of website. So I don't think career fits into this because it's not a job
Career is
website.
sport.
We can
Career
put
is
something
sport.
like
We can put something like bet button.
betting,
Bet.
bet button.
Correct.
Bet.
Or you
Yeah.
can put
You
blog.
guys remember, don't go out of the scope of what this website is about. It's a
Bet
fan
button.
club.
Yeah.
So
Since it's a
not
fandom, maybe show something about voting your best player or something like that. Something like that.
Probably where you
not
can
like
put your
it.
suggestion if they are going to win or they are going to lose, or probably suggestion
The
concerning the
fan,
ongoing.
the fan chats, whatever what he
Yeah.
mentioned earlier.
Fan page.
Fan chat room, fan chat
Fan-
room, right? Fan chat room.
Fan page.
Predict the match.
Predict and win. Predict and win.
What about copyright?
So put betting. You will know the people that used to play sporting bets. They have
This
catch
thing is
you.
turning to sporty bet.
They have catch you people this night. Okay,
It's
which
like
other
Can we
it's
have
like
like a blog post
bet.
link?
blog bust what?
Blog post.
Blog. Yeah,
Oh,
blog or
blog
socials.
post, blog.
Yeah.
Okay, blog.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What else?
How
What
about
else should a
FAQ?
fan? Sorry?
FAQ, does that come in?
Now put
Okay, yeah,
entertainment here to entertainment.
that's what the blog is for.
It's for entertainment.
Yeah, the blog should be because I mean, what are you when you create a blog for a fan? What will it be for? Do you want to start saying better things? Guys,
What about
please, what
us?
because if we are saying it all together,
And also marketing.
I didn't get anything anybody said because a lot of people are saying talking. I'm getting an echo, and the person below.
Scoreboard.
Okay, now it's better. No,
Scoreboard.
I'm seeing myself. Okay, sorry about that. So, yeah, somebody shout out what you were saying. Sorry.
He said scoreboard.
Scoreboard. Okay, scoreboard. What else do you guys want? You guys remember that you don't have one of the important things. I know privacy policy, terms and condition. There's also something that is always very important on your website. Who knows?
What about copyright?
Yeah, but yeah, it's not as important as what I'm asking for. You can have as many things as you want on your footer.
Banner.
Who knows?
What about becoming
One
a
of the
fan?
policies, when you go to a website, they always ask you, who knows? They're always asking in every website, in almost every website you visit, they ask you
Cookies.
for it.
Accept
Cookies.
Accept cookies.
Cookies.
Yeah, policies. Yeah, that's correct. Cookie. Who knows the reason why we have cookie policies on the website? Who knows?
Probably for advertisement.
I think for adverts.
Really? Cookie policy for adverts?
Yeah, I think for all this law thingy.
Can I say
Something like
something?
GDPR or something.
Hello, can I say something?
Is to show that someone visits the website.
Yes.
Okay, somebody wants to say something. I can't see the person that wants to say something because I've shared my screen, but go ahead.
It helps the website to remember the information about your click on their website.
Yeah, that's close. Yeah, it's for information storing, actually. That's why we have cookie policy on website. They want to store your information so that they can monitor customer behavior and see how so they store your data and they monitor your data and see your purchasing power and all of that. That's why they store your information. Yeah. So next time when you have the opportunity to reject cookie policy, gladly do so. You don't always have to accept. All right. I think we are good, right? I think we have a good okay, let's bring in social media icons. So which social media do we want?
Instagram, Facebook.
Why are you giving me this kind of okay? Facebook. Has Facebook changed their logo?
No.
Okay. Facebook, Instagram,
X.
X.
Instagram. Which other one? Twitter.
TikTok.
Yes. X.
TikTok. I don't think Balsamic has updated to TikTok. Let me see. Let's type it first. TikTok. Maybe. No, they haven't done updates. Which other one?
Threads.
Okay, they have not updated Twitter to X, right?
What about WhatsApp?
No, they haven't. Oh, there's WhatsApp. WhatsApp.
LinkedIn.
There's LinkedIn.
Yeah, there's LinkedIn.
Snapchat.
Okay. They don't have Snapchat yet.
Snapchat
They are
is not needed now.
serious-minded. They are serious-minded people. They don't have Snapchat.
Snapchat is not needed.
Telegram.
LinkedIn.
Pinterest.
Instagram is already there.
Pinterest is for Ghana.
Pinterest. I think
Pinterest is not
Pinterest.
needed.
I think there's Pinterest here. Pinterest. Let's see. Yeah, I know there is. Okay. I think we have a good footer. So you see how all of these are looking very small. So you can draw your cursor over them and then increase the font to how big you want it to be. Like this. Like on the side, there is. So you can increase it to large, you can leave it a medium, you can leave it as small as you wish. Right? The reason I did that is because I knew I was going to increase all of them. So it's just best for me to do it at once rather than doing it multiple times. Okay, yeah. Okay, we have successfully created our header and our footer. Now it's time to create our landing page. And you might ask that, how is that going to be possible? What do we want on the landing page, right? So we don't necessarily have to bring in pictures and all of that. All we need to do, this represents image every single time. Every time you see this, it represents image. So I can just duplicate this, use Ctrl D to duplicate it, bring it to the middle of the screen and drag it and increase it that it fills up the screen as big as I want it to be. So depending on what the stakeholder has given me. So let me just assume that this stakeholders, you guys said you want the home page banner to be a picture. Okay, and then you want write-ups below. So this represents write-up. You don't necessarily have to write. You can just use this to represent right up and show. So your acceptance criteria is the major place where your explanation goes, not on your wireframe. Please, as much as possible, avoid writing in your wireframe. Let there be minimal writings. The writings that you need are things like this. So if there, like for instance, if your PO says, I want this information to be written on the home page banner, don't come here and write anything here. Or please, that person has unmuted again. The person that is giving me echo. Thank you. Don't also write here. Like, I see people writing a lot of things in wireframe. That's wrong. It's bad practice. Don't write inside your wireframe as much as possible. Avoid it. Let me just delete this because I don't know what is doing it. So let's bring it, drag it across. And that's good. You are good that way. This represents text. So any developer knows that this is what you mean by this. Okay. So we have successfully designed our header, footer, and home page banner. Right? Successfully done that. So now you may ask, Bolu, what about other pages? Do we need to design for other pages? The answer is yes, very much yes. So each of these menus are going to have user stories and acceptance criteria. So which page do you guys want us to design next? Choose wisely.
Sign up.
As well as the footer, all the pages on the footer, we have their own wireframe design as well. So, but I'm not going to do everything. That will not help you guys learn. But you can choose one or two that you want us to design next. And the reason I'm doing this is to show you something very interesting towards the end.
Sign up.
Sign up. That's a wise decision. Okay. So this is what I'm going to do. We should name this? Let's name it Super Eagles. Super Eagles. It's always good to name because you guys will be doing a lot of design and it's easy for you to locate it. Super Eagles landing page. Landing page, because that's what we just designed. Okay, so what I'm going to do, right? Because remember I said that header and footer remain constant on all your pages. All of your pages, header and footer remains constant. So what's the easiest way to have that consistency and maintain the consistency across all your pages? You come to this, you see this line that is facing down. Just come here and click on duplicate. It duplicates it for you. You see that it now comes with a copy, right? So what are we going to do? We want to design our sign up page, right? So the only thing I'm going to delete is what is in the middle. My header and footer remains constant. Nothing changes here. Nothing at all is changing because it's going to be consistent and we need header and footer across every single page of the website. So now we want to design our sign up page, right? First things first, I'll show you two ways on how you can achieve it. It's up to you how you then finally choose to go about it. So I'm going to bring this across and drag it. So first things first, let me get text. You can use some text, you can use a subtitle depending on the size of what you want. So I'm going to say sign up because when a user clicks on When your user clicks on this menu, you're supposed to redirect them to this page. So I'm going to say sign up, and I'm going to use text and say name. How do you want it? Full name. You guys can just shout out what you want. I can do this. Or I can use this as you wish. Full name. And then I drag it across. Or I can do this. So, what's your preference?
What do you think?
I can hardly hear you.
The first one.
Okay. The first one?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that a unanimous decision?
Yes.
Yes.
Of course, yes.
Yes. Okay, so the first one, this is what we are agreeing with. So you guys are going to call out what you want to see in the boxes. So I'm just using Control D. Like I said, I like using a lot of shortcuts because it makes my life easy. I don't see a need to keep going up and down and dragging and dropping every single time. So since I already have this and I will be using it, I'll just duplicate. So what next? What next should we have? Like what other information are we
Last name.
requesting for people to
The
sign up?
contact number.
Your email address or password. Not, yeah. Email.
Email address. What else?
Phone number.
What's the need? What's the usefulness of having their phone number? Because everything that you're asking them for should
I think
have a need.
there's a WhatsApp number, so maybe they'll create like a group chat for like the fans.
No, phone
Is that not
numbers to
risky?
send code to.
No.
Because you already have, sorry, 1 minute, so that we can have a full understanding, right? But you already have fan chat room, yeah? Don't you think that's dangerous, like security wise, if you put a lot of people on a WhatsApp group? Don't you think that scammers can take advantage of it?
Yeah, you're right.
No, I don't want to be right. I want you guys to think it through.
Not like a chat room,
if
but like
there's
one of those
conversations.
things where they could subscribe and then the admin just sends updates about like matches. You know, on WhatsApp they have this new feature where you can subscribe to pages or something. I don't know if
Yeah,
you've
but like, is that the reason you need? I don't think you need a phone number for that,
probably
to
not.
be
Phone
honest.
numbers can be for,
The phone
code.
number can be for
Need
text
to-
message code.
Yeah,
Why are you
they need
sending
to
them
log
text
in or
message?
no.
You know
if
they are
need to
signing
log-
up. If you need a code to sign up, maybe to a particular page, when you want to complete your sign up, you need a code to complete it on this type of website.
Yes.
Why do you need a phone? I need a rationale
maybe they are
behind
not
the
a robot.
Okay, like an OTP.
Or you
Can
can
I
always
speak?
put a captcha. If you want to confirm that they are not robots, you can always put a captcha. So
Okay, how
that
about
is not
for an
valid.
OTP? Phone number
Why do
for
we want to
OTP?
have an OTP for, like, is this website
For
a
authentication.
very sensitive website?
Because on
They
the
can you
footer,
you can get all that through from your email address or whatever. They can also
Exactly.
send it to your email, so you don't need to put your phone number.
The reason I'm asking all this question is because you need to think about your user experience. If I go to a website and I have to fill out many information, I'm disinterested. So you want to ask for as minimal information as possible so that there can be ease of using your website. Does that make sense to you guys? I'm not trying to antagonize whatever suggestion you are bringing, but it's good for you to start thinking as a BA like this and start thinking, okay, this information, what is the relevance? Why do I need it? Of course, if your PO is adamant, however, you can advise your PO, but if your PO is adamant, then you have to go ahead. But you can actually advise, what about the user experience? What about this? What's the danger? Don't you think this is dangerous? Don't you think this can cause security breach? Don't you think that do we necessarily have to have this? Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you guys understand where I'm coming from? Does it make sense to anybody? So you need as minimal, and remember, there's also GDPR. You need as minimal information as possible so that people can easily go through your website, sign up. So if I can get everything on my email, why do I need to provide my phone number? That sounds dodgy to me. When I go to a website and they're asking me for my phone number at this day and age, I'm like, what's going on? Why? Why do you need my phone number? It can be optional, but if you make it compulsory, I'm already thinking, why do you want to have my phone number? Except it's a job website. Like, but I go to a website that is just about a fan club. Why am I putting my phone number there? So remember the project you are working on. Remember, and that's why I keep saying, don't go outside the scope. You might have a lot of ideas, but it might not fit into your project that you're trying to create. Does that make sense?
Yes, please.
Does that make sense?
Does
I
that
hope
make
I'm not
sense? I hope I'm not
dampening anybody's
dampening
moral.
anybody's moral.
Not at all, not at all. But
Okay.
my own in my own opinion, Bolu, what I feel is that some of the
This person is
or
having echo. So the person
So the
that
person
allows echo, please mute yourself. You are letting us get feedback. I think you are logged in on two devices. If you can go out on one of them, it would be nice so that when somebody else is talking, they don't start hearing themselves back. It's very uncomfortable. Yeah, someone was saying something. I don't know who was talking.
Amalade. So I said this the issue of phone number or no phone number. Sometimes there's need for postcode to know. This fan page, this fan club we are talking about, this fan
Postcode.
website we are talking about. No, yes, postcode. Yes, to know which country, to know which area, and
Yeah,
then
so
it has to
but
accommodate people from various angles. So most of the
okay.
time, yes, so most of the time it accommodates phone number.
Okay,
And
I don't
yes, which
disagree.
country you are from.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, I didn't know that you were still talking. Please go on. Sorry, I didn't know you were
I'm
still
done.
talking.
Thank you.
Continue,
I'm
please.
done. Thank you. I'm done. I'm done. Thank you.
Oh, okay. So I don't disagree with you. I'm not saying it's not a good idea, to be honest. You can actually ask for voice code, but what is what's the value of having a phone number on a fan-based website? Please educate me. I've never really done a lot of research on fan
The fan page you are talking about now has to do, and the website is covering so many areas like the bet, predict and win, this and that, and all of that. Then when and I know on the website you can log in your account details
Remember
to.
that you are signing up. This is a sign up page. Remember that this is
Okay.
sign up.
Okay.
Sign up. Sign up. What information do you need from them to sign up to your website? Sign up. This is not the predict and win page. This
Okay.
is the sign up page.
Okay, can I say something?
Yeah, email is enough. Yeah, sorry.
I
Go
want to say
ahead.
something about the phone number. Most of these fans are just most of them are not internet friendly. Most of them will just be using all these small phones, like phone that is not attached to internet, because most of these fans, they are just like, I don't know, I don't want to insult them, to sound like I'm insulting them. Most of them are just like an small illiterate. So they don't. What I mean is that they don't use browsing phones a lot.
You're talking only from the angle of Nigeria.
No, it's not angles of Nigeria. Is in Africa and the whole country. You know,
But this is
Africa
not
are
just
much.
okay.
So Africa
But
is a
okay,
big
is
country.
this website
It's a big
just
continent.
for Africa? Is that what
No,
you're
no,
saying?
no,
His
no,
website
no,
is situated in Africa.
no, no.
Actually,
But what I'm
Bolu,
saying, the percentage is high more than those civilized countries.
Stopped recording. I don't know why.
Olu, please, can I quickly ask you a question? I'm just going to draw us
Yeah.
back a little bit. Whilst we're creating the landing page, the banner, you said that we should not put anything on the banner, that we should write under it. So if you're asked to put, say, like an action button on the banner, what is the best way to go about it?
Action button?
The requirement says, yeah, and the requirement says that it has to, the banner has to contain the action button. So how do you go about it if you just told us that we should not put anything on the banner there? Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, you just put the button. That's not a write-up. I said don't put write-up on the banner.
All right, thank you.
Don't write we need some people write text inside the banner, but you can put an action button on the banner.
All right, fantastic. Thank you very much.
Yeah, just put the button. That's it. So whatever the information is, just type it inside this button, right? But like having a complete write-up, for example, let me get text and put. So some people are going to write some of, I don't know, I can't remember some of the things that I've seen. All those information. So maybe Miriam is a great player. It should be in your additional information, not on the banner. Does that make sense? Like, because I know that your PO might give you requirement to have something on the banner. You can write that in your additional information, but seeing text like this, no, it's not acceptable. Oladipupo, your answer is. I hope that makes sense, Mira.
Yes.
All right.
I want to ask if on the banner, if you are to have a sliding picture, is it okay to give a kind of label on the pictures?
Is it okay to what?
Put a label, like text
Your
label.
voice is really low.
Like to put a text label on the, if you are to have a sliding pictures on the banner, is it okay to put a text label on the images?
No, write that in your additional information. The banner must slide. Something like 3 pictures. If you have to provide the pictures, attach them to your acceptance criteria, or attach them to the user story and acceptance criteria, to the PBI. Attach the pictures there if you need to provide a picture. Do you understand? So don't indicate, oh, this is what must be on the banner. Don't do that. If that makes sense. So if it's supposed to slide, right, in your acceptance criteria, that should be indicated. This is just a picture. This is just a pictorial representation, a visual representation of what should be on your website. So this is not where you write your user story. This is not where you interpret your requirements. This is where you just give pictorial a visual to what you have written in your requirement. So always write all those information in your acceptance criteria. Does that make sense, Oladipo?
Yeah, yes, thank you.
Okay. Vine.
Hi. I'm a bit lost, to be honest. Regarding the question on the banner, when on your acceptance criteria, and it says banner must consist of a test area a test area, for example, and then in your wireframe, you've added like a test box, added like a test line. Is that unacceptable or what?
Text what?
You've
I didn't
added
get
like
that. I didn't. You added like a
if
text. You don't need to. That's why I said that this represents text.
No, not. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to show you what I have in mind. You know, when your acceptance criteria specified that your banner must consist of a test area, yeah. And then when you're designing the wireframe,
yeah,
to depict that information, you've added a box for that banner, and then you've added, you know, like those text line to indicate that this has to be there, but not text himself. Is that wrong?
No, it's not. No, it's not. Like that's what I was saying, that this represents text. So if there's supposed to be text, yeah, you can just put this
I've
and
added
say
that. Yes.
yeah, it's not wrong as long as you're not adding the text that is supposed to be there.
No. Okay. That's fine. Thank you.
Yeah. Or you can just, I mean, as long as it's in your acceptance criteria, you don't necessarily have to interpret everything in your acceptance criteria on your wireframe. On your landing page, what you're just trying to depict is, oh, okay, this is the header, this is the footer, this is the homepage banner, this is what represents the homepage banner. However, the way the homepage banner will then be structured, right? That information needs to be in your acceptance criteria. So your wireframe doesn't negate what should be in your acceptance. Your acceptance criteria needs to be as detailed as possible. Your wireframe is just showing what it will look like. The developer might not develop it the way you design it on your wireframe. Your wireframe is not what your testers will use to test at the end of the day. It might be guidance for them. It might be a guidance for the developer, but this is not, the developer can use their discretion at any point in time of development. Does that make sense? So that you don't go and start fighting with your developer and saying, oh, that's not what I designed on the wireframe. You are not the developer. You are just giving visuals to your story. What's going on? You are just giving visuals to your story, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? Does that answer your question, Fine?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just wanted to be sure. I was a bit lost. I didn't understand your initial explanation. Thank you.
Okay, now you've been found. Praise the Lord. All right. So let's assume that this is our sign up page, and then there's an action button. Adekule.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Sorry, I like to at least make this known to everyone. I don't understand some things. I've been on the Telegram looking for the link. I went back to Prep Major, and even what's it called? This guy too was here, and we're waiting for everybody. We didn't see anybody. So I had to log out of this place and go to the Prep Major. When I got there, Wumi said we should come back 9 o'clock. Getting back to Wumi by 9 o'clock, I discovered that you guys are already here on Wireframe. Just joining now. Almost half of the class
There is a video, don't worry, Adekunle, there is a video recorded. It's recorded. You didn't miss much.
Okay.
Is that okay? It's recorded. Everything is recorded. So if you're to everyone here, everything that concerns BA going forward is going to be on the BA Guild. When you go there, definitely allow me will have created a breakout room. You just need to search for click on breakout room and click on BA and come to your breakout room. So it's not like it wasn't there, but you did not come to the breakout room. That's why you missed. And I told Mabel to send a message on the guild, which she did, to inform everybody that we're in the breakout room. We didn't start until 8:18 thereabout, because we're waiting for everyone to join, but it's impossible for us to wait for everyone. But that being said, it is recorded. Every single thing is recorded, and then you can play back and listen to it again. Is that okay?
All right, no problem.
Okay. All right, so now we have designed our sign up page. We finally designed our sign up page. So the next thing, I mean, does everybody agree with this before I go ahead?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
But
yeah. Another thing I wanted to point out is that sometimes when you are designing, you might not see anything on this side. All those icons and everything, you might not see them. So just click on whatever it is that you want to make better, or increase the font or anything. Just click on it and then increase the font, right? From here, 18, however you want it. So let's stay with 15 so that our UI can be nice. Also, you can group your things and lock it so that you lock in a group. So if you highlight on everything, highlight on one and then click on shift and down, click on shift and highlight and use your mouse to highlight the rest of them. Right click, oh dear. Okay.
Sorry, for someone using Mac, what do you click?
Command, is that no shift on your laptop?
There is, but it
Yeah,
doesn't
click
actually
on.
work the same.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe you just have to click it one up. Just, okay, do this. Bring your mouse across everything, just like that. Like, just bring your mouse across everything like this, right? And then right click. Okay, you just have to be very careful when you're doing it. Right. Oh dear. Okay. Yeah. Right click and group. You see group? You
Yes,
group.
I do.
It turns purple,
Yeah.
and then you
Yeah.
can lock it as a group.
Okay.
So nothing is going to move it. Nothing can shake it from where it is like this. You see? Can lock it as a group. And if you want to ungroup, just have to go through the same process. It's not even highlighting because it's locked. Select group and ungroup. Yeah, just like that. But let's lock it as a group. Okay. Now, this is the interesting part, the fun part. Who wants to see magic? Who wants to see magic?
That's what
I'm up
that's what
for
I've been
it.
looking for.
Okay, you guys are up for magic. All
Mhm.
right. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to
Magic time.
I'm going to create some magic. I'll create it first before telling people what I did. Let me create my magic first before telling you. Oh no. Okay, wait. Yeah. It's the right one. Okay. let's do this. I hope it doesn't embarrass me. Okay. So you see this play button that is down below, very tiny here. Before it used to be up, but I don't know why they upgraded and made it really little. It's really difficult for people to see, but just pay attention. Yeah. So when it brings you here, you just like always let it be on user test and then close. Right? Now it's time for our magic. Yay. Magic. I'm a magician. Okay, let me. Who noticed anything?
Yeah, it works as a link somewhat.
Who noticed my magic?
I did.
I didn't get what
Think
you
it's
Okay,
only
let me
Oladele that
let me
did.
do this. Let me try to. Okay, I'm going to group everything so that nothing moves. It shouldn't move. Let me group everything. Group and lock. Lock. Okay. I'm going to unlock this and I like that. Unlock and group it with everybody. And create a group. So I want to move it to the middle. So that you guys can see exactly what I did. Oh no. Unlock image. Okay. Okay. I'm just trying to ensure that everything is in place. It's better for the view of my magic. I just want to make my magic better. Don't do me like this. Stop chopping my eye. Okay. I'm going to, I need to lock this stuff. Because now it's moving around. Let me lock you back. No. Lock group. Okay. And then let me move this group. Unlock group. And move it to the middle. And lock it back. And for this one, okay, I'm going to group them. Just group them so that we can see it properly, and I will explain what I did. Oh no, after my hard work. Okay, let me just group this one. So if I want to move them, I can move it together as a team. Group. Let me unlock this. Okay, so started everything. That's fine. Just arrange it back. That's my group. This is the beauty of grouping it because it just moves as a group. You don't have to stress. I'm going to move this as well. Okay, so I'm just going to group this as well. Group. I'll move it as a group back to its position. And then bring this here. Okay. I think we are good. So let's see if what I did work. And is this link back? Okay, so I'm going to, this is linked, and I'm going to link this back to, oh, okay, I need to ungroup. Yeah. So I'm going to link this back to landing page copy. Okay. So let's go. Let me see custom. Where is it? Why is it showing like this? Okay. Anyhow. All right, the most important features, you guys can see it. So for example, I'm talking to a stakeholder and I'm saying, oh, this is what the home page is going to look like. This is the home page banner, and then you can see that this is what the sign up page is going to look like, and I can navigate between each of them. What's going on? Why is it not working? Okay. How did I link this? I linked it today. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the reason it wasn't working. Good. Okay. Yeah, it wasn't working. All right. So what did I do? I just clicked on the button I wanted to link, and then that's why it's important for you to name your page. I came to links, and then I clicked on the page I want to link it to, which is the landing page copy, which is the sign up page. And then I went to the landing page, and then I linked the home, to the landing page. So let's link sign up to the landing page. So let me rename this as Super Eagles sign up page. So it makes sense. Sign up page. Rename. Okay, yeah. So now let's go and see what we've done. Close. So if I click on the sign up button, it navigates me to the sign up page. And if I click on home, why is this not working? Something is wrong. It's supposed to work. Anytime you see this, and it works, but I don't know why it's chopping my eye just now. But yeah, anyways, that's the magic. That's what happens when you do that. Let me see.
For me, that's why it's magic.
Yes, that's my magic.
Magic doesn't always work.
Magic doesn't always work. This thing is really chopping my eye. Yeah, it's back. Okay, it's back. Yeah. So this is a sign up. If I click on sign up, and then if I click on home, it's back to home. So basically, if you like, for instance, if you are using prototyping and then you're explaining to a stakeholder, which will most likely not happen here, but in future, you can always do this because you can just show them, oh yeah, this is what will happen when we do this. This is how to navigate through each of the web pages of the website. Any question? Any question?
Yeah, please. My question is, what if maybe the product owner needs colors on the
wireframe?
Yeah.
No colors on wireframe. You
Okay,
have
for
to explain that
wireframe.
wireframe is a sketch.
It's black and
It's
white.
not the actual website, because if you start introducing colors, you might confuse your stakeholders and they might start thinking that this is what the website will look like. So they start having expectation that you cannot fulfill. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
If
so as
they
the
ask,
we just explain to the developers where the colors should be. They develop.
that's why you have your acceptance criteria, and that's why your acceptance criteria needs to be detailed. No stone unturned. You can't put things aside in your acceptance criteria and rely on your wireframe. Your acceptance criteria drives your wireframe, not the other way around, if that makes sense. So the color should be on this part, this part, this part. I know that there's a temptation to want to put the color, but you don't necessarily need it. If you want to explain that, oh, this is the page you're trying to highlight, I think you can draw a box. Right, no. Um, 1 minute. You can draw a box over it. I'm just looking for the best one. Okay, let's see. Send back. Yeah, you can draw a box over it. Let me see. It's just a lot of work. Well, I mean, it's not necessary. So let's click on border color and make it black, and then do send backwards. So you can do this and say you are highlighting. For instance, you want to highlight that this is what you want, or this is what you are trying to explain to them. Yeah, you can do this, right? And say, oh, this is what I'm trying to highlight. But you don't need to go through this stress, to be honest. Like most developers know what you're talking about. As long as your acceptance criteria is very, very detailed, very, very detailed, you shouldn't have a problem. Okay, I noticed 2 people raised their hand, but because I'm sharing my screen, they have disappeared.
Yeah, sorry, Bolu. How if you want to import this, how do we do that?
If you want to what?
Import it. Say copy
Oh
it now
yeah.
and then
Thank you for asking that question. Yeah, finally. That's the last part. Okay, yeah. Definitely I'm going to show you. So that's very easy. Just go to edit. For instance, if this is what we want to bring into Azure, to our acceptance criteria, go to edit, click on copy to, oh no. Ensure that nothing is highlighted inside here. If not, that's the only thing it will copy. Ensure that you on highlight anything inside this, and go to copy bitmap to clipboard, right? And let's open Azure. 1 minute now to remove this floating stuff. Okay. Let's go to Azure. Let me assume that I'll delete it anyway. So this is my acceptance criteria. Okay, let me look for an acceptance criteria that is written. A profile. Right. And then I want to, okay, this one has 2 wireframes. Let me see this one. And then don't worry about these people. These people are very, 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 very experienced. This is not, it's a project on the advanced platform. So don't be intimidated by what you are seeing in the acceptance criteria. Yeah, I'm just using it as example. So you just Control V and then you have your wireframe there. Does that make sense?
Yeah, thank you very much.
Exactly. You're welcome. Let me delete this. You can easily delete it, and that's it. Yeah. Okay. Any other question? This is sorry. Oh dear. Where are we? I can't find us again. No. Oh no. Oh no, I can't find us anymore. I can't find us anymore. That means I can't stop sharing my screen. Oh dear. Any other question? Okay. Yeah. Now I've seen us. Any other question?
Yes,
Someone
Bolu.
is raising their hand.
Okay. Oh, okay. So their hands raised up. I wasn't seeing it before. Yeah. Oyin.
Yeah, so I was going to ask about when we're presenting to the stakeholders, because of the link feature, like between the what we did now, the home and the sign up button, where would we be presenting from? I'm just curious, would it be from Balsamic, or if you download it,
It will be from Balsamic. You can only work in Balsamic. You can't work outside of Balsamic.
Okay, so we have to do the presentation to our stakeholders from Balsamic.
Yeah. The same with Figma, the same with most of the other tools. If you work inside, like you can do presentation from inside, not outside the platform.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Adekunle, good. Hi, Adekunle. Okay, Adekunle is not here. He's in the kitchen. Any other question? Any other question? Any other question?
It was
Okay.
Elisha hand